This is a tutorial on the anatomy of an eyeReport. eyeReports are just pivot tables in Microsoft Excel. So anything you learn about Excel or anything you learn about pivot tables can be used with the eyeReports. eyeReports are simply XLSB files. So when you want to open a report, double-click on the report. Each eyeReport has multiple worksheets. Each worksheet is considered a different report or a different tool. The report's contents page usually describes the different worksheets that are included in the workbook and quick descriptions and report uses. The first time and each time you want to get the latest data, you click a worksheet, click the Refresh Data button. You'll notice it says connecting to data source. Then it'll start reading and updating data. The length of time it takes depends on the report and the amount of data it's bringing in. When the hourglass turns to a plus sign, you're done and can start working with the report. Every workbook has multiple filters on each worksheet. So if I want to select just simply frames, I can select a single one. If I want to select more than one, I check Select Multiple Items and then click the check marks. And now I'm listing frames and lens treatments. If I want to go back and select frames again, I just uncheck it all and select the single one. I can also check stock items. Each column, wherever you see an arrow, there are more filters. You can sort and get just a single manufacturer, or you can get multiple manufacturers. These are with showing all the detail. If you want to collapse, right-click and collapse the field. If you want to click the plus sign, you can see the detail. You want to right-click it, you can collapse the field. Plus sign opens, or right-click it. If you want to choose a single designer, you can just uncheck and choose a designer. In this case, it's showing up 0 because there aren't an Omani in AO or Banana Republic. Now I have the Giorgio Armanis with designer Omani exchange. Other things to know when you want to drag a field or a column. If you have a pivot table that doesn't allow you to do that, just right-click in the blue area or in a colored area, which is the pivot table. Select Pivot Table Options, Display, and choose the classic pivot table layout. Enable dragging of fields in the grid. Now you can drag most of your fields. Other ways you can change the design is in the pivot table blue area or colored area. You can click Design and change the color. If instead of having your fields side to side, you want to make it in a compact format, you can click in the pivot table area, choose Design, Report Layout, show in compact form. Now you've got your details below to review them. Again, if you want to collapse the entire field. Make sure you clear your filters. If you wanted to find a designer now field, you can now click in the select field, choose a designer name, and again, the same exercise as before. In the compact format. If you want to undo what you did before, click in the arrow field. If you want to see the ribbon bar, right-click in 2007 and uncheck the minimize ribbon, and you'll see the ribbon. In 2010, there's an arrow across the bar that you just click to open or close the minimize ribbon. Other ways you can change the design is view grid lines or uncheck, and the grid lines are gone. And that's a quick view of the anatomy of an eye report. Should you have any questions on any of the eye reports, what was discussed, contact eyeReport support.